Next tonight to Bradford and a tale of two cities, one struggling to meet ends meet, another spending millions hosting exhibitions and performances as the 2025 City of Culture.
Bradford's residents are set to see their council tax increase by 10%, more than anywhere else in the country, after the council asked the government for special permission to balance its books.
Meanwhile, ITV Calendar has found the cost of contracts signed by the council on things like social care and bin collections has increased fourfold over the past 5 years. Well, our political correspondent Sharon Preet-Kara has the story.
Bradford should be centre stage as this year's City of Culture. But now it's making headlines for hiking council tax. Residents want regeneration, but worry it comes at too high a price.
It needs a lot of investment in the city centre. Don't see that many businesses in here. You see a lot of empty buildings.
You need to look around and see some sort of changes, development coming up. So I think in that area, the council is trying. But there should be a way of doing it without affecting the people.
It's high, no good. People not falling in for a high rate.
Many here worry whether they can afford to pay more tax, but some question how the council can afford the City of Culture. In 2021, the council said it was in good financial health. That's when it was bidding to become City of Culture, and it was selected in 2022. By the next year, the council's budget was £120 million short, and this year they said they'd have to increase council tax to plug the gap. Conservative MP Robbie Moore has raised concerns about how Bradford's Labour Council has managed its money.
Isn't it strange that back in 2021 the council were reporting that they were in strong financial health, but yet here we are, they are now asking my constituents to pay an additional 10%, and they actually pitched for 15%.
Are you concerned that Bradford Council has prioritised its City of Culture bid over transparency around its finances?
Absolutely. Now, if you know that you are going to be facing strong difficulties financially, why on earth would you be pitching for something that is going to also cost the region a lot of money like City of Culture?
The council spent £44 million transforming this from an old cinema to a so-called world-class entertainment venue. It should now be up and running, hosting City of Culture events. But the doors are still locked and inside it's still empty. The council says Bradford Live will open for business soon and will be a fantastic venue for Bradford to be proud of. But a closer look at the council's spending suggests that £44 million could be part of a wider trend. The cost of contracts signed by Bradford Council has increased fourfold in the past 5 years. Last year, it awarded contracts worth £400 million, compared to £100 million in 2020.
A big part of that is because the Children's Trust is now a separate organisation which we contract with at £220 million. Before, all those people were in the council and therefore not actually classified as a contract.
Was the council transparent about its financial position in 2021 when it bid to become City of Culture and said it was in good financial health?
Absolutely. When you look at our finances and you look at the budget we've set aside for next year, only 2% of that budget goes on sport and culture. The 65% of that budget is on adult social care and children's social care.
The council hopes City of Culture will pay dividends in the long term, feeding into the local economy and boosting Bradford's prosperity. But researchers say there's little evidence to support that hope.
Economic impact is very, very small. Now, the key reason for that is because some of the reasons why places struggle is because of long-running, deep-rooted problems around skills, around transport, around performance of the city centre. And the City of Culture tool doesn't do anything to deal with any of those things.
Bradford is the City of Culture for just 1 year, but the challenges it faces could take longer to fix.
Well, Sharon Preet joins us now from Westminster. And Sharon Preet, you had the chance, didn't you, to put some of the concerns raised about Bradford Council to the Chancellor. How did she justify this council tax increase?
Well, Chris, it was her government that gave the green light for this council tax increase, so of course she was keen to defend it, saying that 14 years of Tory austerity had hit Bradford Council hard. Well, the Conservative MP, Robbie Moore, wants the government to conduct an audit into Bradford Council's finances to try and establish why things went wrong so quickly. But when I spoke to Rachel Reeves, she said she was confident in the council leaders. Should Bradford Council be increasing council tax for residents by 10% while spending millions on the City of Culture?
The previous Conservative government cut money for local government, and as a result many local authorities in all parts of the country are in serious financial difficulties. But I think we also all know that City of Culture brings money into the local economy.
They have spent £44 million on Bradford Live, and it's not even open to the public.
Those issues are for Bradford Council. We are satisfied that Bradford Council are experiencing serious problems with their finances and as a result have been given some greater flexibilities this year. But I think this year is an exciting year for Bradford to really showcase the talent of Bradford, to bring more investment in and to encourage people to take a new look at Bradford and everything that that city has to offer.
An exciting year indeed, but as you heard in my piece, we can't be sure that that will translate to long-term economic prosperity. The difficulty for the council is that even if it does make people in Bradford richer, that would translate to higher taxes being raised by central government here in Westminster, not by the struggling council. It's worth noting that the council does say that even with this tax increase, people in Bradford will be paying less than the national average, but the issue is that wages in Bradford are lower too, and relying on City of Culture to change that might just be wishful thinking.
Sharon Peake live for us in Westminster this evening. Thank you.